We are live on the Squared Circle. It is the Toy Man Chris Hill along with Jay Kirby. If you haven't met him yet, Jay's been joining us the last couple of shows ringside and now going to be with us on the Squared Circle. Vala had pipe burst in this cold weather tonight, so she's not on tonight, but should be back with us shortly as well. So, how you doing tonight, Jay?
I'm doing wonderful, Chris. Thank you for having me. I have to say, why is the only footage of me on the show me almost dying because of our guest tonight?
Yeah, no, it's what I got right now. So we'll get more footage here.
We're gonna have to get more highlights of me, but I appreciate being invited onto the show to help you co-host, and B, being part of the show itself. It's so far it's been a pleasure working with APW. I'm really looking forward to what we can do in the future, and I'm here to help with the show whatever I can.
All right, well, we appreciate it. There's been we've said with lots of changes going on, but we are excited to move forward and keep things going. We did have a big show this past weekend with Battlelines 3. It was absolutely insane.
That's the understatement of the week, Chris.
Yes.
We almost died multiple times at ringside.
Yeah, the board of directors decided that we needed to be literally ringside, not just kind of
close and personal.
Up close and personal. The Chance Fortune took advantage of it and sneak attacked Chasing the Cash, flying over us.
I mean, it was listen. Outside of me being scared for my life and for my own safety because my neck is still made of sand, it was a picture-perfect moonsault, I have to say. Man got ample height, beautiful angle, and almost killed us. So thank you for that, Chris. It's all your fault.
Anything I can do to make your time with us more exciting, I guess, is the right way to put it. But I mean, I guess let's start off. We had a big announcement. Our friends at the Wrestling Society Network came out, and Brady Owens came out and announced that they had purchased the streaming rights for APW and would be carrying it on the Wrestling Society Network. So we'll be on DC Network, Wrestling Society Network, as well as our own YouTube and Facebook channels. We're growing. We're going everywhere.
That was a huge announcement. I still got to read that contract, by the way, see what kind of bonuses I get for being on multiple networks. But it was huge. WSN has an amazingly big following. They've got some interesting personalities, to say the least, which we'll get into later with a ringside commentary guest that we had Saturday. But it's a huge opportunity, not only for APW, but for anyone joining the roster, myself included, with this huge podcast taking hold of our streaming rights. I think it's a good business venture. It's going to get more eyes on a product that a lot of people need to see.
I agree. I mean, I'm very excited about it, and obviously they have some pull in the industry as well, because we'll get to that surprise later as well. So if you've seen the pictures online, you can kind of know what happened. But we did start off the night though with Chance Fortune taking on Chasing the Cash in an insane match. It was kind of a rematch for them of a rematch of a rematch, but they had just wrestled last Saturday in Mineral Wells, where Chasen took chair shots at Chance and really was trying to take him out. Chase came out
bandaged, up, bruised,
beat up, and bruised, and yet still flew over us.
I was saying it on commentary the whole time. It was probably not a smart idea. It's a little risky putting such a big target on his literal chest and back, but it was an amazing cruiserweight match to get the night started off hot. Chasing the Cash, I mean, he had a smart strategy. He was going for those injured ribs, those injured back. I mean, you can't fault a man for taking an opportunity Whether we can fault him for creating that opportunity is something we can argue about later. But it was a phenomenal match. Like we said, Chance Fortune damn near killing the two of us with that moonsault over the commentary table. I was feared for my life as they the match hadn't even started. They just
No,
started.
it took him a while to even get the match started. A referee Stone was not having any control there at the beginning.
That's yeah. But they once they got into the ring, once they started actually wrestling, within the rules, within the safe bounds of the squared circle, and not in front of us. I'm still mad at Chance if you can't tell. I mean, they had a phenomenal match with some crazy spots that I am still trying to fathom.
Ultimately, Chance did come out, we'll say victorious. He did win the match,
He retained the title.
retain the title, only to have Seth Anunnaki come running to the ring and just continue the beatdown of Chance Fortune.
A rough night for our champion. I'm not super familiar with this Seth, but I was impressed by not only the just tenacity. Man came straight and said, champion, guess I know who I'm going after, and started really taking it to our cruiserweight champion. Much to our surprise, we had another guest join him in the ring, which immediately led into our second match.
Yeah. Alec Boulsdale did come out and make the save, and then announce that, if Seth was looking for a fight, he was ready to fight. I mean, his opponent did not show up for the night. Alec was supposed to be taking on Big J for the North Texas title. Some mishaps happened, and Big J was not able to attend. So Boulsdale took on Seth, and the battle just continued. I mean, it really was. Yes, Deshaun. I'm going to talk a little bit about NTW this weekend as well.
Hold on.
So,
What do you mean horrible shirt selection? I'm rocking Sabaton right now. This is one of the best bands out of Sweden that you've ever seen. Oh, you're talking about Chris. No,
yeah. Deshaun did not have a good weekend either.
I'm not gonna sit here and defend another person that I've had to work with wearing Hawaiian shirts, but I will defend Buc-ee's. The one thing that I do love about Texas ever since I moved down here, do loves me some Buc-ee's. They are not paying me for product placement. Did they pay you for product placement? I need to. Who is reading these contracts? I need a better lawyer.
I'm not a very good businessman because I don't get paid anything. There's
Fair enough. But no, we went from one quick, fast-paced cruiserweight match to another fast-paced match. Two gentlemen openly trying to prove themselves worthy for a shot at Chance Fortune. Unfortunately for Alec, he did not have as much luck as his on-again, off-again tag partner, as Seth came out on top. That was a hard-hitting affair. A lot of those moves definitely hurt my neck at ringside. I can't imagine how Alec was feeling afterwards.
Yeah, no, Seth Anunnaki did take care of business and took out Alec Boulsdale. Seth he's on a mission. He wants that cruiserweight title back. It was I guess it was October, November that he did lose the title. So I mean, he wants it back. So, and I think he's ready to prove that he's going to beat down Chance. And so,
well, all I know is I'm staying out of his way. I'm not trying to start beef with anyone else on this roster. I'll let you start my beef for me, Chris. We'll get into that.
Let's see. Then we went to the Wrestle America Liberty Championship. The thoroughbred Anthony Andrews was in town defending that title, and had an open challenge. Another Aaron Atlas was not able to come due to an injury earlier the prior week, and so he had to forfeit his opportunity at that title. But Anthony Andrews came and said he was ready to.
Yeah, no, I give him all the credit in the world for being a fighting champion. The thoroughbred man walked straight out to the ring, said, "My opponent's not here, but I'm here to fight." So laid down the open challenge, laid down the belt, said, "Title's on the line," and we were pleasantly surprised by his opponent of the evening.
The American Viking Xander Slade came to the ring ready to fight. I don't know if he heard that there was an open challenge, and so he was ready for it. I guess they always say you come to
I think he
the
was
venue
just
ready to
ready
fight.
for a. I think he was just ready for a fight in general, and the thoroughbred just happened to be in the ring with a title at the time.
That's one thing I've heard about for being around the industry is that if you show up to an event, you have your gear with you because you never know when that open title or open challenge may happen. You have an opportunity. So,
But
that
no, you're definitely correct on that. And as far as this was an interesting title match, much like I said on commentary, the Wrestle America Liberty Championship is defended under special rules. It is defended under there is no championship advantage. It is a 10-minute time limit. You have to pin or submit your opponent in order to retain the title. If Xander were to have had the gotten the champion disqualified, he would have won the belt. If he had knocked the champ out of the ring for a 10 count, he would have won the belt. So champ's back was against the wall, the thoroughbred. But he put up this was a, I don't want to call it a welcome change of pace, but this was an intense change of pace from the previous two matches. We had two back-to-back high-flying, just really exciting cruiserweight matches, and then we had two big, pardon the expression, but two big bulls slamming into one another, just brawling, just fighting for this Liberty title, and it was quite the brawl.
I like those. I like those rules. I mean that kind of the no champions advantage. I implemented those rules on Sunday at a show for Devian Black, who was trying to cheat his way into keeping the championship, and so Deshaun was not happy with me. That's just kind of throwing it out there. Yeah, I like those rules. It was.
Is it cheating if you don't get caught? Just saying, if you are a little better at hiding what you're up to, maybe you don't get disqualified. Just saying.
Yeah. But that did lead, Anthony Andrews did retain that championship. He did get the pin over Xander, and only a 10-minute limit on that match too. So those matches are, I mean, there's no stalling, and you got to get in there and just go. So
definitely no timeouts in wrestling, no timeouts when it comes to the Liberty Championship. So they hit the ring fast and heavy. Xander did not have time to waste. He didn't have time to lick his wounds when the thoroughbred got up on him, and the thoroughbred did not have the because Lord knows I've done it before in championship matches. Your opponent gets you a little overwhelmed. They get a little over. They start getting some offense in. You decide, I'm going to take a breather. I'm going to catch my breath. Didn't have that opportunity. He had 10 seconds to get back in the ring, or else he lost the belt, and that added the urgency to the champion's offense and his game strategy.
John, there's a lot of people who are happy with me. Deshaun is not one of them, obviously wanting to press charges, but he had a warning. But it did lead to our main event. So you do ask, John, the main event was the Posse with 4-on-4 match. It was Rock Bannon. It was Levi Lucas, Big John G, Big Herd.
Hold on, Chris. But before you get me hurt anymore, it was the APW heavyweight champion, Lucas. It is the APW tag team champions, Big John and Big Herd, and Hall of Famer Rock Banton. Just so that I can keep my head connected to my shoulders, please.
If you want to press, yeah, that's fine. You can say the big presser, Levi Lucas. I don't know. Still not impressed with the
he's
four
our
of them.
heavyweight champion. He has
they are
successfully
the
defended the
champions, yes.
title. So heavyweight title, tag team champions. You got to give them their credit, because I'm not starting beef with anyone right now.
All right. I guess I have a better contract that they can't lay their hands on me, so I'm not as worried. But that's
I need better lawyers.
But it was Jackson Juicy. It was King Outlaw Jason Bruce, Juicy Joangelo Garcia. We knew that AXL was going to be their partner, but we had no idea who the fourth man was.
We were worried on commentary that it was going to be 4-on-3, which was going to be quite the disadvantage for Jackson Juicy and former heavyweight champion AXL. But boy, were we surprised when the fourth man arrived, Chris.
It was Deshaun's favorite person. I was bringing him in for NTW. He had seminar. He had a match. He took care of Deshaun for me at NTW on Sunday. But our friends at WSN made a call and convinced Shogun Jackson Stone to come and be the fourth man for this match.
Hell of a draft pick, bringing in the shogun of suplexes, Jackson Stone himself. That was as someone who was sitting uncomfortably close to ringside once again, there was a lot of humanity in that ring. We had some big boys ready to throw down, and it really felt like a war at Battlelines 3.
Yeah. So it was definitely a battle. You know what? Let's go ahead and take our first commercial break, and then we'll come back and talk about that main event and all that came down to it, because there was a lot that happened in that match. So we'll be right back after this.
Are you ready to start your fitness journey today, but don't want to deal with the hassle of big, overcrowded franchise gyms, or tired of waiting on gym equipment? Then head down to AFC Advanced Fitness Center in Keene, Texas, where we're locally owned and operated. That's 2221 FM 2280 Keene, Texas, where we offer several different memberships starting out at $23.99. We also offer 24-hour memberships and also tanning. Don't forget to call us and ask us about our first responder discounts and our educator discounts and also veteran discounts. Call us at 817-506-0003. That's 817-506-0003. Call us today and let's get healthy together.
Looking for unbeatable daily deals on the hottest vapes and treats? Head to Vapor Labs. Discover amazing sales on Geek Bars, Core Infinity Vapes, and a variety of delicious gummy treats. Find us at 1301 West Henderson Street, Suite 1, Cleburne, Texas, right between World Gym and Bright Dental. Don't miss out on your next great deal at Vapor Labs, your one-stop shop for all things vape and more.
Are you enjoying watching full episodes of Advanced Pro Wrestling on the DC Network? Well, why not catch a live show? Advanced Pro Wrestling is bringing action throughout the year in Johnson County. Catch one of our shows live in Cleburne or Alvarado, Texas. But what are you waiting for? Visit advancedprowrestling.com and get your tickets today for the next live show and come be a part of the APW experience.
We will be back in Keene, Texas at Advanced Fitness Center March 8th for more action, but we'll get into that later in the show. We're still talking about Battlelines 3 from this past Saturday with the main event. Team Jacked and Juicy taking on the Posse. It was
It was
It
a
was an
war,
impressive match.
Chris.
Yeah, it was a war.
Um,
It took everything on both teams. I will say that.
Absolutely. But before we get too deep into the match, we were joined at ringside by an associate of WSN representative. The Blade was at ringside with us for the main event. And an interesting little factoid was dropped prior to Shogun being announced. If Rock Bannon so much as laid a finger on a member of WSN, not only would he be suspended indefinitely, but so would the tag team champions and world heavyweight champion.
So the Blade was with us and had lots to say about this. And I've been communicating with them throughout the week, and they never led on to the fact that they were even in talks with Shogun. I was a little bit hurt, I will say, because Blade didn't say anything to me. Brady said nothing to me. Shogun said nothing to me. I mean, and me and Shogun are pretty tight. I was pretty,
Don't feel bad, Chris. They didn't tell me anything.
But I was super excited to see Shogun come through those curtains because I had offered the invitation as well, and so anyway, it was a big face off with the Rock taking on Joey to start things off.
Very impressed by Rock's ability. Caught me off guard. I didn't expect him to still be as spry in the ring as he has been before. Caught me off guard. I think it caught Joey off guard as well.
A little bit. Things did change though as Joey made the tag and Rock was celebrating his smackdowns of Joey, and Shogun comes in. Oof. And Rock got the first suplex of the night.
Yup. And there were many more to come, as I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Shogun dropped Big Herd with a big belly to belly.
Mm-hmm.
That's no offense to the World Tag Team Champions, but that's a lot of mass to throw around like Shogun did, and it was quite impressive.
But the battles continued. Rock got away, sliding through Jason Bruce's legs and made the tag. And then all hell broke loose as they all tried taking out Big Herd.
Yes.
It was a tag. So they all had their 10 count, and they all just went together just to try to take out Big Herd, which they were victorious on that.
It says something both for the game plan, you could say, for Team Jacked and Juicy, and also says something about the threat that Big Herd poses to the tag team division itself, that it took 4 men to pin him to get the elimination.
Deshaun, Shogun had you pretty tight as well. I don't know about this criminal part, but anyway. Deshaun received a special suplex from Shogun because he was trying to interfere in a match Sunday. But yeah, no, they did get Big Herd down and got the pin. Celebration ensued, but believe it was Levi.
Yes,
Levi who got right behind Jason Bruce and got him pinned shortly thereafter.
Almost immediately, evening it up 3-3. No offense to the King Outlaw, but you got to keep your eyes peeled in a match like this. Took a little too much time to hot dog and grandstand and got sent to the showers.
Yeah, there was a lot of that. I think people it happened multiple times that people forgot that there were other people involved in the match. Because Big John G then got eliminated, and shortly thereafter, Joey went out, and
Shogun as well.
Oh, Shogun went out next. Yeah, they got Shogun out pretty quick too, and then Joey got taken out, and but then Levi was celebrating, and Axel took out Levi, and then Axel made the biggest mistake of the night.
Yeah.
He gave Rock a free shot.
Don't do that. Don't listen. A lot of people do not like Rock Bannon. I'm impartial right now, okay? But it is not a good idea. She eliminated your hero, Shogun.
Okay.
There's your inside scoop, Chris.
My
Big John
inside
G
scoop.
Eliminated Shogun.
He got eliminated too. I mean, I'm not. It's
It came down to a former heavyweight champion versus the Hall of Famer. And like I said, like him or not a good idea to turn your back on Rock Bannon. Definitely not a good idea to give him a free shot at you. And
Rock took advantage and had his little handy dandy belt buckle hidden and used that to knock out Axel and got the pin.
Yep.
And the win. So the posse did come up victorious with a little bit of the aid from belt buckle.
I mean, like I said, like it or hate it, it's a sound strategy. It's worked. It's probably worked a little too well for a couple people's likings, but I'm not here to stoke that fire. I will say, fires that need to be stoked and pots that need to be stirred. How dare you, Chris? We are supposed to be impartial commentators, and before this giant brawl of a match, this giant battlefield, you decide to pick a team.
I have been threatened. I have been bashed. I have been treated poorly by certain individuals to a point where, you know what? Yes, I was Team Jack and Juicy.
Had all you could stands, and you couldn't stands no more.
It just, I'm sorry. It can only take so much of Big John G threatening me. And it's same with Deshaun. I mean, it's his oral gang. I mean, I have there's certain thresholds that I can't look past anymore. So I have to.
Well, you can have your opinions, you can have your favorites and your guesses for the teams. Just don't get me in trouble.
Okay.
Especially when A, the posse's that close by, and B, when King Outlaw is standing over my shoulder, deciding to tell him, hey, he's rooting for the other team. I was impartial, okay? You're very lucky Jason didn't put hands on me. Because then I would have put hands on you. And it would have been a big mess.
It could have been really bad. I get it. Yeah. Oh, I didn't think that through. So
it's all right. It's all right. I forgive you, Chris. Until next time.
All right. Well, I do see our guest hanging in the wings. We've got someone's very excited. It is the special guest, Chance Fortune, coming to us live from Advanced Fitness Center, taking a break from training tonight.
Yes, sir. Just to do the podcast. But yes, I was just training some of the new and upcoming superstars of APW training grounds.
Well,
we have
our
training grounds up and running at Advanced Fitness Center now, Monday and Thursday nights, correct?
Yes, sir. Mondays and Thursday nights from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m.
All right. Well, thank you for taking some time with us tonight, and hopefully they're not tearing things up in there right now.
That's what I'm hoping. But Jason Bruce currently is watching them right now, so who knows what's going on in there?
Yeah, I was a fan Saturday night. I can't say I'm there. Can't fully trust the King Outlaw just yet, but so you and Chasen had lots of history leading up to the match Saturday night.
Yes, sir.
He tried to take you out a week ago, well, almost 2 weeks ago now, with the chair. How are you healing up now from that beatdown?
ribs are feeling a lot better than they were on Saturday. But yeah, I'm fully recovered. Not having some of these newer students, following me. I'm kind of being their practice dummy at the moment, just so I can make sure that they're getting all the moves down correctly and stuff like that. So they're still a little sore, but we're good enough to get back in the ring and compete.
And then you have this gentleman, Stefan Unaki.
What is that? Alien language?
He sends these cryptic messages, but
I'll get my people translating it. Give me some time, and
I appreciate
we'll
that.
get to the bottom of this.
That looks like some hieroglyphic alien-ish.
Yeah, who knows? He came out and sneak attacked you and continued to beat down of you.
Yeah, I thought the beef was done. I won the APW Cruiserweight Championship fair and square. I thought everything was squashed, but then he wanted to come in and sneak up again on me during my celebration against Chasen, and just mess everything up. So look, Seth, since I know you're watching, I know you want the championship back so bad, but you ain't really gotta, sneak up on your boy and attack me like that. We're men, aren't we? So you can either just come to me and just say what you need to say right then and there, and we can just squash it right there in the ring, or we can just get this thing sanctioned. So what's it gonna be?
I'm sure he's ready for another match. He wants that rematch.
He is. I'm a little pissed off. I'm kind of mad. I was zenned out. I was in training mode, and I was just focused on that. But now I'm a little teed off again.
All right, let's easy, champ, easy.
No, I'm good. Like I said, I'm the cruiserweight champion now. I gotta quarterback it as I've been told, and be a leader and stuff like that. So I gotta keep it stoic. Chance Fortune sucks. What? Oh, that's Deshaun.
It's Deshaun.
What
do you mean lose your cruiserweight
comments
too?
Unprofessional comments aside.
Stole a cruiserweight championship.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. It was stolen from me during Black History Month. I thought we were supposed to be uplifting, the black superstars in the wrestling business, but Deshaun, being the hoodlum he is, having his gang of hoodlums.
The hoodlum.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Look. Dante, he took my NTW Cruiserweight Championship, all the way back to Houston to ROW and everything. But I still got his hair picked. So dude's hair is gonna be nappy for the rest of Black History Month. That's all I gotta say.
Oh my.
Got some attitude.
I thought his words for Seth were intense, but whew.
Yeah, and we all know this the real deal right here. This the real deal. Look, Dante, I'll fight you fair and square for this one too. If you're really trying to get active, I'm just saying.
So I have a question, Mr. Champion. You're a marked man. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. You are the reigning, defending cruiserweight champion.
Yes, sir.
Myself and Chris Hill, we've watched multiple people already make their claim for the title. Who are you looking forward to facing? Who do you have your eyes on because maybe they ain't waiting their turn in line? And who of those two picks are you looking? Who are you looking out for, and who are you looking forward to?
Who I'm looking out for? Obviously, I'm looking out for Seth. I'm looking out for Dante too, just in case you want to try to sneak up and try to steal this one as well. But if I can pick my next opponent, or who I do want to defend, who I feel deserves a shot at the APW Cruiserweight Championship. I've been looking at it's a couple of people. I'm looking at Elijah Saint.
Good one.
Honestly, I think that's the main one I've really been thinking about. I do want to give the Asian Warrior Sean Lau a second chance. I do apologize. I was sick that day we were supposed to go, and me being the leader that I am in the cruiserweight division at APW, I got to look out for everybody in my division. So I didn't want to pass my sickness on to him. So I do hope you forgive me for that, Sean Lau, and I'm willing to put the belt back on the line against you. Bodark Bronson, I've been watching Bodark for some time now. Look, I like Bodark. I feel like Bodark still has a little bit of a climb to get up to a challenge for me or against me with the APW Cruiserweight Championship. But look, I just said I just feel like he just needs to show a little more effort and effort and climbing the ladder and stuff like that. I'm not saying I wouldn't defend it against him. Just I don't think he's ready.
So, gents, we're coming up on 2 years, right? Since you graduated?
Yes, sir. Coming up on 2 years.
What has been your highlights so far?
Sheesh, honestly, that's a lot. Obviously,
you have some of the best moments in APW over the last 2 years.
Thank you.
You're always out that top of the list for moments of the year. So, what would you feel your pinnacle?
My pinnacle, obviously, Vantage Point. That was
incredible.
Yeah, that was incredible. That was a surreal feeling. Y'all seen me fighting for the Cruiserweight Championship, and then finally getting it in my hands at Vantage Point. That was a surreal moment. I had to take a moment up there as soon as I pulled it down from the rafters, and just look at the belt, seeing my reflection in it, finally just having it in my hand. That was definitely I will say one of the main highlights in my career so far. But other than that, just like you said, it was just a bunch of highlights. Flying in the air right before Battlelines 2, the show before, getting launched out onto everybody. That was one of the highlights. I don't know. I feel like I had a lot of highlight matches against my boy Alec. Anytime we get put up, we're a tag team. We're boys and everything. But put us up against each other. You already know we going crazy. Yeah. But
that's one of the things I do appreciate about you is that, I mean, you have great matches with foes, with people that you just really battle with, but even your friends, you have great matches with.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, you and Alec have incredible matches together, and I know you have full respect for each other.
Mm-hmm.
You and King Outlaw, he was your trainer, but he's also kind of been a thorn in your side.
Yeah. We're kind of hashing everything out and stuff like that. Y'all gonna pop up in the Chance Fortune vlogs every now and then and stuff like. And we own the gym together and everything. So we're even though we hated each other, we were gonna see each other eventually. We couldn't just be mad at each other, for the rest of our lives. We have to hash things out.
I mean, my introduction to Chance Fortune was your match against him at Cowtown Comic-Con, where you came off the top rope to the outside through the table.
That was on the intro today. That's one of my favorite matches.
The frog splash from the heavens. That was my introduction to Chance Fortune. I was I see he's gonna be that guy. And then, couple months later, you are moonsaulting over our heads.
Yeah, that's Chance Fortune for you, man. They don't call me Unparalleled for nothing.
All right, so Daniel's saying the Natural Born Killer is the #1 contender, and you must be scared of him. So
Jack
Calloway, yeah.
We already went up against each other. Isn't he back at the bottom of the ladder?
He won the triple threat match while you were away.
He
earned himself a #1 contendership. So that's.
Hey, I ain't mad at it. I'll fight Jack again. I highly respect Jack Calloway. He was a great fight. He put on a great match. I wouldn't mind defending it, putting it back on the line against him.
Well, I have to say, no pun intended, but keep your eyes peeled because you are in the Natural Born Killer's crosshairs.
Well, whose crosshairs am I not in right now? Technically double champ. double cruiserweight champ,
champ,
2 promotion. Deshaun, I know you watching. I've been seeing your comments. I'm still the NTW cruiserweight champion. It's just not me at the moment, you know.
That's what happens when they steal it. Literally steal it. I mean, he wasn't even in a match with you, and he just walked out with the belt.
Mm-hmm.
So
he really did. I was trying so hard to get it. Nobody wanted to help you, boy.
Yeah,
but that's all right. That's all right. I'll see every single one of them. What do they call them? Oral Gang 2.0
Oral
or
Gang 2.0, something like that. Yeah.
Each one of them can see me in the ring on the ones.
Another thorn in my side.
Even that big mute security guard dude that they walk around with. Yeah. I don't even know his name. He don't talk. He just sits there. Money. Look, with this is him the entire time, minus the belt, because he's too big to be a cruiserweight champion. That's him.
So, no match March 8th.
No.
You got
I'm taking a break.
Taking a break, okay.
Family. Yes, sir.
The Seth Anunnaki will be in action taking on Trey Jackson.
Really?
At Iron Paradise.
Stuff was on the card.
Yeah, taking on at your gym.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, he's gonna be at the gym.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll be at Advanced Fitness Center. I don't know if you're gonna be around that day or not, or just kind of.
Who knows? I might come in and get a little pump in, like around that time before the show starts. You know what I'm saying? But who knows?
It is very effective.
Jason, aren't you supposed to be teaching?
That's what I was thinking. It's only 8:15. Shouldn't you be checking on those students?
Yeah, I probably should be going and check on those students. If he's too busy watching the squared circle right now, that means those students ain't even learning the fundamentals.
So
we might have to wrap this up a little bit so I can go do my job.
Get in there. All right.
I mean, myself and Chris Hill were at the school Monday. We did get to see a little bit of your training with the future of APW. And of course, I've been doing this a while. I can see where you being younger, you being newer in the business, you have a lot of potential. You have a lot of things that you can share with this generation coming up. So good on you, A, for sharing the knowledge that you've been given, and B, for helping these guys live their dreams of being pro wrestlers.
Thank you, man. Hey, look, that's all I'm about. I was given an opportunity to perform in the ring, and I just want to pass it forward. I want to be able to help the next generation of wrestlers get their foot in the door.
Well, do you have any advice to your students who may or may not be watching?
Yes, keep your chin tucked. That's it. That's my main advice. Keep your chin tucked.
Heard that a few times, Monday. So
heard that more than once.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time tonight. Any final words for Seth or anyone tonight?
No. I'll just see y'all in the ring when y'all are ready. That's all I gotta say.
All right.
Big APW.
Deshaun's still gonna talk trash, but thanks for joining us, Chance. We will see you, I guess, at the next I guess I don't know whenever you're back, but I'm sure you'll be defending that title very soon. So
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing you defend the title, champ, as long as you keep your moonsaults in the ring and not over our announce table.
Hey, look, no promises. When opportunity shows itself, I'm gonna take it at all times.
Last time he went through my table, so I mean, I'm not. It's just.
At least it's an improvement.
I respected it more this time. I respected the table more this time.
Appreciate that.
Very much appreciated.
All right. Well, thank you, Chance. Have a great night, and we'll be back with more Squared Circle after this commercial.
Hello from Stitches, Clings, and Things, where we offer custom t-shirts for personal wear or business apparel. We even offer vehicle decals and even custom crochet items like beanies, blankets, coasters, and more. Please contact through our social media platform on Facebook or call us at 817-666-8027, and even email us at stitchesclingsandthings@outlook.com.
Hi, welcome to Henson Photography. We do all kinds of photos. Sports photos, family photos, and shows like APW. We have done rodeos, volleyball, basketball, cheerleading, color guard, promos, and many more. Henson Photography is family owned and ran. So come check us out on Facebook at Henson Photography, and we will see you at the next show.
Do you want to advertise your local business to a wider audience? Well, why not advertise with Johnson County's best pro wrestling promotion? Have your business showcased on Roku TV through the DC Network throughout episodes of Advanced Pro Wrestling, as well as YouTube, Facebook, and also through the Squared Circle podcast. For inquiries, please email advertisewithapw@gmail.com.
All right, we are back. Let's talk a little bit about our next show. I guess I should bring it up. There we go. Iron Paradise coming up March 8th at Advanced Fitness Center there in Keene, Texas. I know it's going to be another incredible night of action. We've got several, debuts of sort, I guess, coming up for Iron Paradise. Lots of returns that have not been here for some time, really, is what it kind of is. So,
All right. Well, stop teasing me, Chris, and
All
tell
right.
me what's on this card.
we talked a little bit. We'll go like this. All right.
There we go.
We did talk a little bit about the Fallen Angel. Stefan Unaki will be
Yes.
taking on Trey Jackson of the Sanctuary. It will be I don't know. Seth's out for vengeance. Seth's out to destroy, and Trey's still working to prove himself right now. So I know they're doing their own podcast right now. We kind of accidentally competed against each other now. Trey and Ricky have their own podcast now on Thursdays, and we've intruded their space, and I apologize to them on that. But so if you're watching us, go back and watch them. And hopefully if you're watching them, then you'll come back and watch us. But that's
But no, Seth versus Trey Jackson we assume Ricky will be at ringside. That has the chance to either be an instant classic with two gentlemen that are up and coming in the cruiserweight division and have their eyes on the title, or a volatile situation that's one small short fuse away from blowing up, because Seth's already a violent maniac.
Mhm.
And then Ricky Jackson is not known for his calm, patient demeanor. So I can only imagine what's going to happen when you mix the three of them up in a match.
Ricky
like this.
he's been doing well about controlling himself,
He
but there's still
claims that
that
he's been doing well.
Well,
He claims that he's changed.
that's true.
And then we about saw him blow up on the Orphan last month.
yeah, but he did catch himself. So
He did.
Yeah.
But the possibilities there for a highly volatile situation.
Then we will have in
Ooh.
singles match Aaron Atlas, the Texas Monarch. We heard he's been cleared and will be back in action with us. He missed his shot at that WN Liberty Championship, but he will now have to take on Ocho Camacho in his return to APW. Ocho was on chat a couple weeks ago, kind of talking about Levi, saying he wants his match, and they said he needed to prove himself. So he's coming in to prove himself now, taking on Aaron Atlas.
Wow. This will be my first time getting to see Mr. Ocho Camacho wrestle. But I've seen Aaron Atlas up close and personal. I've seen the ability. I've seen the athleticism that he can perform. It's going to be a tough challenge for both men. So I'm looking forward to seeing who comes out on top and who might punch their ticket into I'm sorry, I can't read that right now. My eyes are, watch it, Jay. Seth Mike. Hey, listen, no one is coming after me because all I'm doing is sitting behind a table talking into a microphone. Okay,
I will say
let's not start any
we
business.
will be at Advanced Fitness Center, so we will be up close ringside once again. That's yeah,
I'm gonna
very
have to update my health.
confined. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to check my life insurance policy because
yeah, it's very confined spaces. We will
uh,
definitely be ringside there. There's just no room. So
yeah. But these two gentlemen are going to be trying to make a name for themselves, getting a shot at our heavyweight champion. Atlas Mave came up short last time, but it was a close battle, so he might get another shot at the champion.
and it's been long enough. I mean, last time Ultra was at APW, we weren't even doing commentary. So this will be my first time calling Ocho in the ring. So it's then we will have the American Viking Xander Slay taking on the magnificent Mike Rogers. You may remember Mike Rogers was at the Johnson County Pioneer Festival last summer. So it'll be the return of Mike Rogers for APW.
Well, Xander is definitely going to give him maybe a not so warm welcome as he comes back to APW because Xander is out there to prove himself once more. We brought it up on commentary, multi-time champion here in APW, but at the same time, he's a former multi-time champion. So
I don't think you were talking crap about Seth. Did I miss something?
I have not said anything negative. I have only said that he is, he's a dangerous man. And in wrestling, you kind of have to be dangerous. I'm just saying that match has the, capability to be a little more violent than a couple of the others on the show.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with what you said there. That's
but that being said, Xander is a former champion, multiple former titles. So he's trying to prove himself. He's trying to make a name for himself. And he might have to do it at our returning friend's expense.
And we will have a women's championship match as Hilda La Muñeca will be taking on Hudson Envy in her APW debut. I've only seen videos of this woman, and Hilda's in for it. This is the first time that the two of them have met, or will be meeting, I guess I should say, and it's going to be an incredible match. So,
absolutely. I mean, a tattooed metalhead is definitely my kind of wrestler. So I'm excited to see
tattooed
these two
metalhead
ladies.
Pitbull, not just the.
I mean that just adds into an already interesting combination. So I'm excited to see these two go at it. Looks like we've got to answer a comment in the comment section. No, I have not gotten the chance to step in the ring at APW, but not to brag, just stating a fact here. I am a 13-year veteran. I've been doing this since 2012 was my debut. So I'm looking forward to maybe in the future getting back in the ring, but for right now, I'm happy at my commentary table.
And then we will have the Posse back in action, in tag team action against the return of Rebel and Anvil Knight. Both of these gentlemen have been MIA at APW for quite some time. Again, I don't think I've done either one of them, commentary on either one of them either. So it'll be my first time talking about them, and I can only wish them the best against the Posse. I
mean, I've talked about it earlier. The Posse is they're not slouches when it comes to defending those tag team titles. They're a formidable team. They are some tough hombres to handle. So I hope the challengers are ready to, no pun intended, climb a very large mountain. And, maybe just keep your eyes out on Rock Band just in case.
There we can't agree on something.
No comment.
There's
because I enjoy having my head connected to my shoulders.
there just are certain people that are a thorn in my side, and you just have to deal with them. But I guess that's the thing with professional wrestling. So, but all this will take place March 8th at Advanced Fitness Center, 2221 FM 2280 in Keene, Texas, right next to Domino's Pizza. Limited parking, limited seating, limited everything. So you want to be sure to get there, get your tickets early, get there early, and ensure that you have great seats at this venue. And then coming up March 22nd, I've heard that we're going to have a certain metal show once again.
Uh-oh.
Blame everyone but yourself.
No, I blame Chris Hill for a lot of things.
Yeah, Deshaun.
No, we have a huge show coming up at the end of March, but like you said, there is limited seating. There is limited parking at the March 8th show. So get there early. Get there right before doors open, so you do not miss out on this excellent card. I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to seeing some of these matches. I'm looking forward to some hard-hitting wrestling action, and maybe eyeing up a couple future opponents once I'm cleared to get back in the ring.
And you never know. I mean, we're looking at all this, and what's coming down, what's happening. We haven't even talked about Wrestling Society Network and what can they pull. They obviously have pull.
Those two are up to. Okay, yeah. Listen. Rock Bannon is a master strategist. Like him or hate him, he's got plans at all times. He's got a plan for this guy and a plan for that guy. These WCN guys are throwing monkey wrenches into anything that Rock's doing.
Mm-hmm.
He thought he was just gonna walk in and lay out Jacked and Juicy and Axel in a 4-on-3, and they brought in Shogun. He thought he was just going to smack around the blade. Come to find out, it'll cost his heavyweight champion and the tag team champions their spot on the card, and maybe even their titles. So these guys they're shaking things up. They're making things different. Good or bad? Don't know yet. Kind of too early to tell, but it's an X factor in the show of who knows what they're going to do next.
No, definitely, and I think it's going to be interesting to see. We haven't heard from Dr. Knuckles what he has planned. There's still a lot of wild cards going on, so for sure the only way to find out everything exactly that will be happening will be at Iron Paradise March 8th at Advanced Fitness Center there in Keene, Texas. Home of the APW training grounds. They are there right now training. If you're interested in being a pro wrestler, referee, commentator, anything, you can get some training there. Monday and Thursday nights. Be sure just to call and get all the information for that. So,
I mean, we've got an amazingly talented cruiserweight champion as one of the trainers, and then King Outlaw himself, Jason Bruce, who's been in this wrestling business just as long as I have, if not longer. So there's a wealth of knowledge there. So if you're looking to get your foot in the door when it comes to the professional wrestling business, or you're trying to learn from the best, this is a damn good school to go to.
I have never wrestled, Richard. I am much too old for that. I have been a wrestling fan all my life. I just discovered the indie circuit 3-4 years ago. I don't know why it didn't dawn on me in college. I think if I had found it in college, I probably would have tried. But now it's no.
Oh, come on, we're not going to get the Toy Man versus Jay Kirby in the main event one day.
Yeah, no, I don't see that happening anytime soon. I know I do bring up that the 52-year-old or 62-year-old outlaw didn't start till he was 54. So I mean, there's always that slight possibility, but I don't see it happening.
Anything's possible in wrestling, Chris.
I guess never say never there. So, anyway, I think that'll do it for tonight. We'll be back next Thursday. Thursday nights will be the show from now on, 7:30. Jay will be back with us. Hopefully Valor Divine will be back with us, and who knows? I haven't even looked at guests for next week, so we'll have to figure that one out.
We'll get on it, Chris. We need to figure out what's going on next week.
So, but otherwise, thank you so much for joining me. Appreciate it. And we look forward to seeing you all at the next event. See you all next Thursday night on the Squared Circle. We'll talk to you soon.